Today, we begin an exploration of a fascinating concept known as soul contracts. This idea suggests that long before we take our first breath, our souls make agreements about the challenges, relationships, and experiences we are meant to encounter in our lives. These contracts are believed by many to outline the lessons we need to learn and the growth we are destined to undergo. In this discussion, we will approach the subject in a relaxed and friendly tone, using clear language that makes complex spiritual ideas accessible to everyone. We intend to offer a comprehensive overview that avoids overly technical jargon while still addressing the depth of the topic. By examining soul contracts, we acknowledge that life may be influenced by forces that extend beyond our immediate understanding. Some see these contracts as literal agreements made before birth, while others interpret them metaphorically, as a way to explain life's recurring patterns and meaningful coincidences. Throughout this exploration, we will highlight various perspectives, historical connections, and practical implications. Our aim is to provide insight into how these prearranged agreements might shape personal challenges, opportunities, and paths. Whether you are a firm believer in spiritual destiny or simply curious about the idea that our lives follow a preordained plan, this discussion promises to be both enlightening and thought-provoking. We will cover the origins of soul contracts, their underlying mechanics, the signs that might indicate their presence, and how understanding them can empower you to make sense of your journey. Relax, stay curious, and join us as we unravel one of the many mysteries that make life intriguing and full of potential lessons. Throughout this video, we encourage reflection on life's hidden guidance. Each experience forms a part of a cosmic narrative that teaches important lessons and supports our journey towards inner growth. To truly understand soul contracts, it is helpful to delve into their historical and cultural origins. Throughout different eras and civilizations, people have sought to explain the mysterious patterns of fate and destiny that seem to govern life. Ancient traditions across various parts of the world reference ideas similar to soul contracts. In many Eastern philosophies, for example, concepts of karma and reincarnation imply that choices made in previous lives influence current circumstances. In this view, every individual is part of an ongoing cycle of actions and consequences, which many interpret as a contractual agreement with the universe. Similarly, ancient Greek philosophers contemplated the nature of fate and destiny, discussing the role of divine influence on the human journey. In some ancient texts, hints of preordained spiritual paths are interwoven with myth and legend, providing early interpretations of the soul's purpose. Various indigenous cultures also express beliefs in predetermined paths and cosmic agreements that shape personal experiences. These traditions often connect with the idea that every life event is interconnected and part of a larger divine plan. Over time, as spiritual ideas merged with modern thought, the language used to describe these contracts evolved. The idea of soul contracts gained momentum especially during the New Age movement, where it melded with other metaphysical concepts such as energy healing, spiritual awakening, and personal transformation. Today, many people embrace the notion of soul contracts as a way to make sense of life's difficult challenges and seemingly random events. They use it to understand how relationships and obstacles can serve as catalysts for growth. Modern interpretations of soul contracts encourage individuals to see life as an opportunity for learning and to believe that every experience carries significance. Historical texts, folklore, and even modern spiritual teachings converge on the idea that there is much more to our existence than what appears on the surface. By connecting with these ancient ideals, we can appreciate that soul contracts are not merely a New Age fad, but rather an enduring concept that transcends time and culture. They invite us to consider that our lives might be part of a greater prearranged story, woven by experiences handed down from the wisdom of ages. These rich historical threads remind us that the concept of soul contracts has evolved over millennia. They continue to inspire seekers and encourage us to view our lives as connected parts of a timeless, ever-unfolding journey. At the heart of the soul contracts concept is the belief that our lives are not random, but are designed with purpose. The mechanics behind soul contracts are often described as a metaphysical arrangement set in motion before birth. Proponents suggest that by mutual agreement in a higher dimension, souls choose experiences that will best facilitate learning and personal evolution. This process involves selecting pivotal life challenges, relationships, and opportunities that serve as lessons for growth. Such agreements are not fixed decrees, but rather flexible frameworks. While a soul contract may set the stage for certain events, free will allows individuals the power to navigate their paths. In other words, the contract outlines potential experiences, and our choices determine how these experiences unfold. The idea implies that every trial, joy, or setback is both designed and open to individual interpretation. Much like an artist chooses colors for a painting but allows for creative expression during the process, soul contracts provide the initial outline, while personal decisions fill in the details. Critics might argue that this concept diminishes personal responsibility, yet many who embrace it see it as a tool for deeper self-awareness. Understanding these mechanics encourages a balance between accepting life's challenges and actively shaping our destiny. It helps us view both successes and struggles as part of a larger, self-determined plan. The interplay between predetermined elements and free will underscores a dynamic process in which each individual learns, evolves, and refines their character. Ultimately, recognizing the mechanics of soul contracts can empower us to approach life with humility, engagement, and a clearer sense of purpose. It suggests that while there is a design, each moment remains an invitation to learn from life's unfolding story, blending destiny with choice in every decision we make. By contemplating these interactions, we can appreciate the subtle balance that exists between fate and free will. Every action and decision becomes an opportunity to honor the divine plan while also taking charge of our personal development. This harmonious interplay encourages us to remain open, attentive, and proactive in our life's journey, with gratitude and progress. Recognizing the elements of your soul contract begins with an invitation to look inward and observe the recurring patterns in your life. Many people report experiences that feel unusually challenging or serendipitous, moments that prompt a deeper inquiry into their meaning. These signposts, whether they appear as significant relationships, unexpected hardships, or uncanny coincidences, might be interpreted as evidence of a soul contract at work. By paying attention to these indicators, you can start to uncover the narrative woven into your personal journey. Listening to your intuition and developing self-awareness are key tools in interpreting this spiritual agreement. Journaling about recurring themes, meditating on life's turning points, and seeking insight through connecting with like-minded individuals can all provide clarity. Recognizing your soul contract is not about resigning to fate, but about understanding how lessons are embedded in everyday moments. It invites you to explore your personal history and identify the moments that have significantly shaped who you are today. Often, the process involves looking back at relationships and events that once seemed random but now reveal a pattern of growth. As you reflect on these experiences, question what each moment has taught you and how these lessons contribute to your overall evolution. Many find that embracing the idea of a soul contract brings comfort and a sense of purpose during times of uncertainty. It offers a framework to interpret life's ups and downs as meaningful steps in your evolution rather than mere accidents. By identifying these recurring themes, you begin to see a portrait of your life that includes both predetermined challenges and your own creative choices. Every insight you gain through this introspection can serve as evidence of the unique agreement your soul has entered into. This self-awareness is a powerful tool that not only deepens your understanding of your past, but also illuminates a clearer path for the future. As you consider these reflections, remember that the journey toward understanding your soul contract is ongoing and deeply personal, inviting constant growth and renewal. Therefore, take time to pause and meditate on the significant moments of your life. Allow yourself the space to question the patterns and explore their deeper meanings without judgment. In doing so, you gradually unlock the wisdom embedded in your experiences, leading to a richer understanding and more intentional way of living each day. Embrace every moment, and let curiosity guide you towards greater self-discovery with openness. Exploring how soul contracts influence your life path unveils a perspective that blends destiny with personal choice. Many believe that these agreements determine the significant milestones you experience, from the relationships you form to the challenges you face. While a soul contract may set the stage for certain life events, you always maintain the power of free will. This power allows you to shape how events unfold by responding with intentional actions. In practical terms, recognizing the influence of a soul contract can be a liberating experience. It provides a framework for understanding why you may encounter certain obstacles or joys repeatedly. For instance, recurring challenges in relationships or career may point to lessons that your soul has chosen to learn in this lifetime. This perspective encourages you to view setbacks not as misfortunes, but as opportunities for growth and self-improvement. By embracing these insights, you might find that even adverse circumstances harbor hidden gifts. Moreover, the idea of soul contracts helps to diminish feelings of coincidence or randomness. Instead, it offers the comforting notion that every experience carries meaning and contributes to your overall evolution. This understanding can also lead to increased empathy and forgiveness, both towards yourself and others. Realizing that there is a greater design at work, you can approach life's uncertainties with a sense of trust and empowerment. Ultimately, the influence of soul contracts on your life path is not about predetermination in a rigid sense, but rather about welcoming life's lessons with open eyes and an active heart. It is a dynamic interplay where destiny meets deliberate choice, inviting you to participate fully in the artistry of your own evolution. By acknowledging the subtle influence of these spiritual agreements, you begin to understand that every twist and turn in your journey is part of a meaningful design. This awareness empowers you to make conscious choices that align with both your inner truth and your greater purpose. In recognizing the intricate dance between destiny and choice, you unlock a newfound strength and clarity that enhances your ability to live authentically and purposefully with unwavering inner resolve. Exploring soul contracts not only deepens our spiritual understanding, but also has practical implications for our day-to-day lives. Spiritually, the idea of a soul contract offers a framework for making sense of the challenges we encounter. It can bring comfort by suggesting that every hardship is imbued with purpose, and every triumph is a reward for personal growth. This perspective fosters resilience and promotes a trusting relationship with life's unfolding mysteries. On a practical level, embracing the concept encourages proactive reflection and mindfulness. It prompts you to look at obstacles not as random misfortunes, but as opportunities to learn, heal, and grow. For many, this insight leads to a more compassionate view of themselves and others, as it invites forgiveness and empathy. Furthermore, understanding that your life may be guided by a deeper agreement can empower you to take charge of your journey. You begin to see that your responses to challenges are not merely reactions, but intentional choices that shape your future. This dual lens, combining spiritual insight with practical action, creates a balanced approach to navigating everyday life. It reminds us that while mysterious forces may be at work, we always have the ability to decide our path with clarity and purpose. In essence, soul contracts bridge the gap between destiny and self-determination, offering a way to embrace both fate and free will as partners in the creative process of living. Ultimately, the journey of embracing soul contracts transforms our perspective, providing practical guidance for daily challenges while inspiring spiritual growth. This synthesis of deeper meaning and everyday action enables us to live with mindfulness, responsibility, and a renewed sense of direction as we navigate life's uncertainties. Embracing this holistic view imparts practical skills, wisdom that guide our steps and inspire us to embrace each day with courage. Critics of soul contracts argue that the concept can lead to fatalistic thinking, where individuals might excuse negative experiences as preordained, thus avoiding responsibility. Skeptics question the scientific basis for such metaphysical agreements and often view them as metaphors rather than literal truths. Some contend that believing in predetermined cosmic agreements undermines the complexity of human freedom and accountability. However, proponents suggest that acknowledging soul contracts does not eliminate free will. Instead, it offers a framework for understanding life's challenges in a more meaningful context. While controversies persist, it is important to approach the topic with both open-mindedness and healthy skepticism, recognizing the symbolic value of these ideas even if they lack empirical evidence. Many critics also worry that embracing soul contracts might discourage efforts to change circumstances, promoting a mindset of resignation rather than proactive improvement. Nevertheless, debates continue as both sides explore the balance between destiny and choice. Connecting with your soul contract involves practices that nurture self-exploration and inner listening. Techniques such as meditation, reflective journaling, and mindful visualization can open the door to deeper awareness of recurring life themes. These methods encourage you to slow down, tune into your feelings, and notice subtle messages that hint at your soul's agreements. Regular practice helps build a habit of introspection, making it easier to recognize patterns and unlock personal insights. Whether you are new to these practices or have long been on a spiritual path, incorporating them into your routine can foster clarity and strengthen your intuitive guidance. Through consistent effort and gentle self-compassion, you can gradually unveil the layers of your soul contract and appreciate the wisdom it brings. Engage in quiet reflection, setting aside time each day to connect with your inner self. This simple commitment can lead to profound revelations about your soul's path. In conclusion, exploring soul contracts offers a fresh lens to understand both the challenges and gifts woven into our life journeys. This perspective invites you to reflect on recurring themes as evidence of deeper agreements made long ago. By recognizing these patterns and embracing the lessons they bring, you're encouraged to live with intention, blending destiny and free will in every choice you make. Take a moment to consider how these insights connect with your own life experiences. Let this exploration inspire further inquiry and personal growth. Share your thoughts and discoveries, and remain open to the subtle guidance of your inner wisdom. The conversation about soul contracts is a starting point for an ongoing journey of self-discovery, empowerment, and transformation. Take time to reflect and share your insights with others. Let your story spark a wider dialogue that fosters curiosity, learning, and collective growth in our community with passion.